Hey, it's the big man Konata. With me, I got the Democratic presidential nominee and Illinois Senator Barack Obama. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, big man. Thank you so much. Appreciate you.
You've been out here campaigning now. It seems like an eternity, hasn't it?
Well, listen, I mean, we've been out here almost 2 years now running this campaign, but this is a big country, a lot of people to talk to, and it's a big time for this election. We've only got 5 weeks left, and I just wanted to call in and remind Ohioans that they can both register and vote at the same time at their local early vote location. And in Columbus, at Veterans Memorial Hall. So people can go down to Veterans Memorial Hall right now and get registered and vote at the same time. You don't need to worry about hassles on Election Day. And if you're not registered, you can still do it all the way till Monday.
And I think people were under the misconception that, when they go vote early or they do absentee ballot, that their votes were counted last. I called the Board of Elections, and they said that they actually count those votes first.
Those are the votes that get counted right away. And so we really want as many listeners as possible. Grab your friends, grab your neighbors, grab your family, and just go down and go ahead and knock it out, because this is such a big election. I mean, we saw the news the last couple of weeks of what's been happening.
Right.
We've got economic meltdown. People are losing their jobs, losing their homes. We've still got 2 wars in Iraq. John McCain wants to continue what George Bush has been doing for the last 8 years. Makes no sense. And the only way that we're going to be able to do something about it is if we are registered and we are turning out in huge numbers. Ohio's a tough state for us. It's always close. And people registering in Columbus could make all the difference in the election and make a difference in the country.
Do you think you'll see a lot of new young voters, people who might have just turned 18 and for the first time they get to vote? Are they counting on those people not to show up?
I do actually think that young people have been paying attention in a way that they just haven't paid attention in my recent memory. I think they understand that their lives are at stake. I mean, if the economy keeps getting worse, even if you go to college, it's going to be tough finding a job that pays a decent wage. People are getting loaded up with debt,
right.
Credit card debt, student loan debt. As I said, home foreclosures, huge problem in every community.
Mm-hmm.
And so we've got to recognize that young people can hold the key to this election, but they've got to get registered and they got to go vote.
Now, I know you recently flew back to D.C. to vote on the bailout plan, which passed in the Senate, and we're waiting for the House to, vote. But, everyday Americans, people who aren't in big banking, want to know, how is that bailout going to help them ultimately?
Well, keep in mind, first of all, if this is done right, we should get all our money back. Essentially, this isn't like we're just giving the money away. We're buying assets that the banks hold that right now they can't sell because the markets are all screwed up. But at some point when the markets recover, we should be able to sell back these assets and maybe even make a profit. So that's point number one. Mm-hmm. Point number two, if right now the credit markets aren't working well. And what that means is real simple. If you want to go buy a new car, you can't get an auto loan.
Right.
You want to refinance your mortgage, then you can't do that. If you're a small business person and you need to make payroll on Friday, you're trying to get your credit line open, you don't have the credit line, that means maybe you've got to lay off workers on Monday. Mm-hmm. And then the brother who's just been laid off, now he's got problems making his payments to whatever businesses he's been dealing with. So it ends up having a ripple effect, and people's jobs, their savings, all that can end up being lost. And that's why it was important for us to step in before banks just stopped lending altogether.
I know you have to get out of here, but before I go, I got to ask you, what song are you listening to right now to keep you pumped up?
I've been listening to Jay-Z, my first song. So I've got all kind of stuff on the iPod. The main thing that keeps me going is just thinking about how we can bring about some changes that help people, and I hope everybody gets registered. If you've got any questions about registration, you can get on our website, voteforchange.com or barackobama.com, and we will give you the information you need. But if you're in Columbus, you've got until Monday. Go down to Veterans Memorial, and you can register and vote at the same time. We need you to make this happen.
Senator Obama, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to talk to Columbus. We appreciate it, and good luck November 4th.
Appreciate you guys. Bye-bye.